Welcome to Urban Street Tree Planting, where we dig into the dirt and unearth some of the most common age-old myths of street tree planting. Today we're going to be looking at two that have been around for ages. This one's a classic. The taller the stake, the better the support, right? Not quite. Turns out trees don't need hugely long stakes. Most people buy stakes that have over 30 centimetres of extra timber above the tie point. You could actually be using a much smaller stake, saving you timber and money.
So most street trees will use a stake size around about 38mm, some 50mm thick. The ideal stake is obviously going to be the one that's strong enough to support the tree as it's growing, but not so oversized that you're paying extra for extra timber costs. Sometimes it's worth stepping down the height of the stake and not having it sticking above the tie-off point. One exception to this that I have seen is when stakes are installed prior to houses being built. And in these situations, I've sometimes seen 4 very large stakes put around the tree, and it almost acts as a bit of a buffer, stopping tradies' utes nudging up against the tree or tools and things being swung around and damaging the susceptible tree.
That's great advice, and who doesn't love a saving? We're going to call that one busted. Next up, the humble watering well. Some tree planters think it's just a piece of plastic that doesn't have much place in their plantings. But let's have a look and see if it's actually myth or busted.
Green wells can add significant savings to the watering bill when it comes to planting street trees. I think we all know what a green well is, and we're probably all aware of the case studies that have been done showing that in measured formats. A soil barrier or berm can also provide a bit of a water soak for a plant, but that may not be as effective in some situations where you've got lawn or grasses growing in towards the tree. Whereas a green well not only will hold the water in, it'll actually also help hold the grass back and can even be a whippersnipper type buffer if planted in an area where grass is.
There you have it, less waste, deeper soak and a happier tree. Another thing you could add to your planting is a coir disc. This will speed up watering, making it faster and more efficient. The coir breaks up the water stream, helping it soak in evenly, especially from a watering truck. That means better absorption, less splash out and fewer weeds stealing vital moisture and nutrients. So, tall stakes, not always the answer, and those watering wells, especially with the coir discs, definitely not a gimmick. If you want us to keep digging into more urban tree planting myths, leave them in the comments below. Until then, keep planting smart.